Okay, so what have you got on this page here? A whole bunch of QR codes. Been around some time, even longer in Japan. Um, they're not quite ubiquitous here, but we're seeing more and more and more of them on backs of vehicles, in shop windows, on food products, um, various different places. Um, I've got one on my business card because I think it's a really convenient way of storing a lot of additional information if people are interested. And that's really what they're all about. You can see that people have tried to turn them into art and have got various different styles, but in essence, they all perform the same thing. When scanned with a QR scanner that is on somebody's mobile device, they will take that person to wherever the QR code has been programmed, if you like, to take them. Or it will reveal the text that is sitting within that code or whatever. Okay? So it's a quick way of getting someone to go to a site. So instead of saying to someone, for example, oh yeah, go to www.education.whatever, you just say, there's the code, scan it, boom, it's on their mobile device. So it's a convenience thing. But they can store other information as well. So it can be very useful things. And there's no mystery to the creation of them. I'm going to show you one way of doing it, but there are, as with all of these things, lots and lots of different ways of doing it. So the place that I would go is QR stuff because I think it's really straightforward, really efficient, really easy. And in the first instance, what I want to do is create a QR code that I can copy, put onto a flyer, put onto a leaflet, put onto a handout, put onto a card, so that my students or my colleagues or my friends or whoever can scan it with their QR scanner on their mobile device and go straight to this resource that you can see here. Okay, so this is an online flyer about cloud-based presentation tools. So first of all, I'm going to copy the URL there, go back to the QR Stuff website and hit enter, and lo and behold, eventually, I didn't mean to do that, eventually you will see that that QR code has changed, and I can change some of the foreground colours and all sorts of stuff, settings here, but the basic one is fine. And now, if I scan that, let's put it to the test, that should take me to my website, to this one, without having to type anything in. So I've downloaded a QR code reader. QR incidentally stands for quick response, that's the idea. So I've downloaded a free QR scanner to my mobile device. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it, hover it over the QR code, and then you will see that that is now taking me on my mobile device to the web page that I put in there. You see that? That's just coming up now. Okay, so that's really good, and it's not just for stuff like that as well. I could put a link to a YouTube video. Sometimes I find it really useful to put some plain text in there. Let's say, for example, that I wanted to put some hints on a worksheet to enable differentiation. So instead of the hints being there, I put them behind a QR code. I say to the students, look, I tell you what, try and do this question on your own. And if you can't do it, then maybe, this is what I'm going to do, maybe what you can do is just scan the code and you will get a pop-up hint. In this case, you can see that's the text that I just this second copied from my website and pasted into that box, and it generated a new code there. So that's how you do it and how you create them. The creativity in the way that you use them really is up to you. But I've seen some fantastic use of it for treasure hunts, for concealing tips, hints and ideas, as I've just suggested, across buildings, more information about this, that and the other. A lot of people are talking about virtual reality and auras and pop-up videos and this kind of thing. But actually, I think this technology is much more practical. It's easy to do. I've seen it used in our construction department, for example, here, absolutely brilliantly. New code on the wall, every lesson, and all the plumbing students have got access to a folder with all the relevant materials for that session stored on in this case, Box.com. Absolutely brilliant, really first-rate use of it. So have a think about how you might relate those two things to your own area and what you actually do. Okay.